The December 16 gang rape exposed how the national capital of India was an extremely unsafe destination for women, not just in terms of policing, but also because of its unfriendly public transport system. Headlines Today's reporters hit the streets of Delhi to conduct a reality check. We're at the Munirka bus stop from where the 23-year-old medical student had boarded a chartered bus to Mahipalpur on that fateful night of December 16, 2012. We're going to retrace Nirbhaya's steps and see how many PCR vans we encounter on the way. It's taken us about 1 hour and we've come back to Munirka now. We started at this bus stop at Munirka. We went to Mahipalpur village. We entered the village, went down that entire road of the village, took a U-turn from Vasant Kunj, came back to Mahipalpur flyover, and from there we got onto the outer ring road. In our entire journey that took us about an hour in evening traffic, we encountered only 2 PCR vans, and these PCR vans we found near the airport and not anywhere on the route that Nirbhaya took that fateful night. We're now going to conduct a reality check of how many PCR vans are touring sensitive locations in the capital. We've entered the Ridge area in North Campus on the side of the Hindu Rao Hospital. We're on our way towards Barafkhana. This is a road which is frequented by students who study in North Campus, which is right next door. We'll see how many police vans we encounter on this route. आप हमेशा यहीं पे तैनात रहते हैं?
हाँ, तैनात रहते हैं। बोंटा पार्क की गाड़ी है।
और क्या आप यहाँ पे रोज खड़े रहते हैं रिज के पास?
नहीं, पेट्रोलिंग में भी रहते हैं।
रिज का एरिया काफी अनसेफ माना जाता है और काफी यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स कंप्लेन करते हैं कि हादसे होते रहते हैं, तो आप लोग यहाँ पे स्पेशल नजर रखते हैं इस पूरे एरिया?
हाँ, नजर रखते हैं, पेट्रोलिंग करते हैं।
You feel safe while driving around this road?
No, it's actually not safe at night. It's not safe.
And you guys are doctors who work in Hindu Rao Hospital?
Yeah.
Do you see PCR vans regularly going up and down the
Very
street?
rarely, very rarely. There's one PCR van over there, and that's very rarely.
The Delhi police had promised to increase the number of PCR vans in the national capital to ensure better patrolling and better policing on the streets of the city. We're in South Campus and we're going to drive up to Gyaramurti and we'll see how many PCR vans we encounter on the way. It's been about half an hour. We've driven up and down Sardar Patel Marg twice. We've gone from Dhaula Kuan to Gyaramurti and back, and we've taken 2 rounds, but we didn't spot a single PCR van on this route. The Delhi police had banned tinted glasses and curtains on all public and chartered buses plying on Delhi's roads after the ghastly rape and murder of a 23-year-old on board a private bus. We found that this is the promise that the police has managed to keep.
We're outside CST and I have a few women with me here who study across the road under Xavier's College. Let's speak to them about the entire concerns for women issues. Do you discuss among yourselves whether in the last 2 years has Mumbai become any safer for you while you're traveling?
Compared to Delhi, I think Mumbai is much safer because now even recently when you see the cab case, the Uber cab case, like even though she opted for the radio controlled cab and it still wasn't wasn't the safest option. She got molested and all. So I think Mumbai is much safer.
I'm new to Bombay myself, and my mother makes sure that I am home back by 6 because she knows that I'm new and I'm still new to traveling. So yeah, it's definitely scary, but I think that we should also be prepared for the worst, and we should, carry things also which will help us be safe.
Okay, so do you carry sprays and things like that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, but then, when we are traveling alone, say for example, see, she said she carries these sprays. Do you as well do that?
So I should technically be more cautious than I am. I think at some level you become very tolerant. Maybe not to rape, that's a different thing, but like just for normal things that people say and people, the way they look at you, you just kind of expect it.
You have experienced probably the nudging, the looks,
Yeah,
probably,
yeah.
but you ignored them.
Yeah, you end up doing that. It becomes a bit much.
Do these kind of things, do they, make you choose a different lifestyle? Say, for example, if you're going pubbing with your friends, would you rather stay around with a friend's place rather than travel late night?
Actually, when faced with such issues, first, there's always a stigma that, something's going to happen. But actually, if we all keep doing the same thing, then, society is going to stay that way. And, society needs change. And for that, we shouldn't change our lifestyle. We should tell, the people who have that mentality to change their mentality. Because, we live in a democratic country, and, it'll be very weird, to girls not to come out at night. I mean, that's weird. So I think it's not the lifestyle, it's the mentality that needs to change.
You guys are studying right now, but in a few years, probably you'll be looking for job options. Given an option in Delhi, say even a higher salary, would you opt to choose working in Delhi?
Well, no, not really, because, Delhi is not as safe compared to Bombay. But then, if I'm getting a very good job opportunity, I wouldn't want to miss out on that for social stigma and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't mind going, but then I would take extra precautions and all of that. But
What about you, ma'am? Would you do that?
No, I wouldn't go to stay in Delhi. I belong to Bombay right from my birth, and I wouldn't like to stay to Delhi because I think it's not safer. It's safer in Mumbai than Delhi.
Okay.
I won't go because I think Mumbai is much safer than Delhi, and after hearing all the Delhi crimes, I don't think I will have guts to go to office also. I will be having those stuff in my mind कि क्या मेरे साथ वो हो जाए जो उस दिन हो गया उस लड़की के साथ. And I know the citizens are not alert. If something is happening, like if I'm in Mumbai, people will come and help me. But if I'm in Delhi, I don't think there will be someone to help me out.
I have actually been studying in Delhi for like 6 months for my interior course. It was pretty unsafe for me traveling because even if you go down after like 7:30ish, people used to look at you as if they're going to come and catch hold of me. So I feel Mumbai is very safe. You can actually get out of your house at even 10 o'clock and there are people around, and if anything goes wrong with you, there are people who come up and help you rather than just looking what is exactly happening to you.
Well, these are some of the women in Mumbai, some who have come from outside but choose Mumbai as a safe haven to stay in and working, because working late nights, traveling late nights is not much of a stigma here as it is in other cities. With cameraman Mangesh Amre in Mumbai, Vidya for Headlines Today.